Hello guys, it's me again, Kiana, and welcome back to my channel. As you guys can see from the title of this video, we are going to be doing my November wrap up. In the month of November, I read 7 books, which is more than what I normally read. I normally read 4 to 5, and this month was just a really good reading month. I read a lot of books I loved, and yeah, so let's just go ahead and get started with this video. The first book I ended up finishing in November is The Shadows Between Us by Trisha Levenseller. I will be leaving my book review where I go more into depth somewhere on the screen, and this is a standalone, and I honestly wish it was a series. And we follow a girl named Alessandra, and she is the second daughter of a lord, and in this world the second daughter is not allowed to be like introduced to the world, the court, until after the first child, the first daughter or whatever, is married off. So after her sister is finally, signed off or whatever, she goes to the court with one thing in mind: marry the Shadow King, kill the Shadow King, so that she can become the queen of all the realms. But someone is after the Shadow King, so in order to marry him, to kill him, she must protect him from the people who are really trying to kill him. I absolutely love this book. I gave it a 5 out of 5 stars. It was so freaking amazing, and I just amazing. The second book I read is Check Please Book 1 Hockey by Ngozi Ukazu, and this follows a kid. Oh my god, what is his name? This follows a kid named Eric Brittle, and he is a freshman at university, and he of course is joining the hockey team. So book 1 follows his freshman and sophomore year as he starts college, starts with the hockey team and starts to get to know everyone, comes out as gay. He is gay, so this is an LGBT comic, and I absolutely loved it. I read this, I believe, in 2 days. Read half in one day, half in the other, and it was just absolutely, it was funny, it was cute, and I can't wait to read book 2. So I gave this, I believe, a 5 out of 5 stars as well. The third book I finally read was The Trials of Apollo, Book 5, The Tower of Nero by Rick Riordan, and this is the 5th and final book in the Trials of Apollo series. So because it is the 5th book, I can't talk much about it, but I will explain the first book. The first book is basically about the god Apollo. Zeus blamed him for what happened in the blood of Olympus. So because, he's a god of prophecy, he should have seen this coming with Gaia and everything. And because of that, Zeus cast Apollo down as a human named Lester something. And he has to go through these 5 trials, aka the 5 books, in order to gain his status as a god back. But that's just not the case. He also has a demigod master. So because he was casted down from, Olympus as, instead of a god, now as a human, Zeus put an extra touch and was like, the first human you meet is going to be your master. So we meet Meg, who is a demigod, and she is the daughter of Dimitri. And so she could basically tell Apollo, go jump in front of this bus and kill yourself, and he would have to. I absolutely love this series. The ending made me cry, it made me tear up, because everyone knows Apollo from the first 2 series as this arrogant guy, and because of the trials that he had to go to, he became very human-like, he became down to earth, and I absolutely loved him, and I am so sad to say goodbye to him. But yes, I did enjoy this. Again, 5 out of 5 stars. The next book I read I do not have with me, but that is Goldie Vance Volume 3. I forgot who's this by, but we follow a girl named Goldie, and she loves solving mysteries. She is like a mini detective, and she solves these mysteries. In this one, she has to work with the girl named Sugar. Sugar, who has basically been her enemy since day 1. She has to try to find out who is causing who's causing Sugar's race car to crash. Why is everyone coming after her, even though she is bitter? I did enjoy this. I gave this a 4 out of 5 stars, I believe. I finally then read Milk and Honey by Rupi Kapoor. I've had this book for such a long time, and this is a collection of poetry, and it is broken down into 4 different parts. The Hurting, the Loving, the Breaking, the Healing. And I absolutely love this. Again, read this in 2 days and I broke it down. Like I tabbied up some of it. So the pinks I like put it as I loved. I really enjoyed this. And purples was something I related to. And it talked about so much things. It made me so emotional and I absolutely love this. I believe I gave this a 4 out of 5 stars. And I can't wait to read her next collection, which I believe is the Sunflower and something. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to this. I honestly forgot that this book was coming out this month, and so like one of my friends texted me and I read How the King of Elfham Learned to Hate Stories by Holly Black and illustrated by Rowena Kaye. And this is a collection of short stories following Prince Cardan. Some are from when he was really little to and we learn how he got introduced, how he started to live in Balskin's life, like in his house under his protection. And then we get some after, I believe, the ending of The Queen of Nothing, and it follows like him and Jude in the mortal world, and it was absolutely amazing. And these illustration editions, like, and each one was just absolutely amazing. There's one that's my favorite. I absolutely love this one. Adorable. Like, she did such a good job with these, and we get like Cardan with his siblings, Cardan with Jude, Cardan with his friends, like how he found out about Narcissi and Locke. Like, it was just absolutely amazing, and I really did enjoy this a lot. I gave this, of course, because I'm trash for anything The Cruel Prince, I gave this a 5 out of 5 stars. And of course, my favorite of him and Jude. But yes, I really did enjoy this. 5 out of 5 stars. I kind of want now a short story collection of Jude. And then the 7th and final book that I read this month was Giant's Day, Volume 14 by John Allison. And of course, this is the last graphic novel in this series. And we of course follow Susan, Esther, and Daisy. Esther and Daisy, are the ones finally graduating, because Susan, of course, is a med student. It takes longer for her to graduate. So we followed them, even though I knew it was like the ending. It was very disappointing because I feel like they rushed it and they like ran out of ideas. I did enjoy this though. I did give it a 3 out of 5 stars. I'm very sad to say goodbye to these characters because I began reading this in quarantine, and now that I'm done, I need another series. So this, I think, rated 3 out of 5 stars. So those are all the books I read in the month of November. I really did enjoy everything I read. I'll be leaving here on the side to make 2 videos. Honestly, you guys should go check out. I try my hardest to post 2 to 3 times a week, and I'll see you guys hopefully soon with my TBR. Bye guys.